Listen, ChatGPT is the most powerful AI tool on the market, and everybody can use it. And you can use it to dramatically change your life. You can use it for brainstorming and ideation, learning at rapid speeds, generating content, analyzing data, creating images, and the list goes on. And you can utilize it in a way that can help you, but you have to know how to utilize all of these features correctly. That's why in this video, I'm going to be going in depth and explaining all ChatGPT features. So like I said, ChatGPT is an amazingly powerful tool, but only if you know how to utilize it correctly. This video will be a great foundation for you in order to start utilizing ChatGPT in order to engineer your life. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, I wanted to give you an opportunity to join my ChatGPT Mastery course and community. Now, I keep these in the same platform, that way we stay together, and that way the learning experience is much more powerful. The group is continuing to grow and we are more powerful in numbers. As you can see within the community section, you can go in here and you can start these threads. This is one I started about making money with GPTs. You can upload videos. You can comment your own ChatGPT ideas, your own interest about AI, or anything related to artificial intelligence in order to stay ahead of this AI revolution in a group. What you'll notice in today's video is I'm going to be going over pretty much all of these features. But within the course, I have multiple dedicated modules to each feature. So if you want to learn ChatGPT in depth and join a community of thriving ChatGPT enthusiasts, then I highly recommend joining my course and community. I will leave a link in the description or the top pinned comment. Now, let's get into these ChatGPT features. ChatGPT feature number 1, which is often the most overlooked feature, is custom instructions. And I love custom instructions because both free ChatGPT users and paid ChatGPT users can utilize them in order to have success within their outputs of ChatGPT. Let me show you what they are and a little bit on how to use them. So you can get to custom instructions by opening up your sidebar, heading down to your profile, and then selecting the custom instructions tab. And once you do that, these two boxes will pop up within ChatGPT. The first box is what would you like ChatGPT to know about you in order to provide better responses? And the second box is how would you like ChatGPT to respond? So this dives into formality, how long or short responses should be. Do you want ChatGPT to have any opinions? Do you want to be addressed by something? This is the way you want ChatGPT to respond. And up here in this top box, these are things about yourself or about a certain profession that you want ChatGPT to take in before each response. So for example, in this box, what would you like ChatGPT to know about you? I could type in, I have 20 cats. And now when I hit save, I can ask ChatGPT, how many cats do I have? And now ChatGPT knows, since I've saved that information in the back end, that I have 20 cats, so it will respond with 20 cats. As you can see, ChatGPT says you have 20 cats. So you can start to see how you can really utilize custom instructions in order to manipulate ChatGPT's response. Maybe I'd want it to put exclamation points at the end of each answer. I could type that out and it would respond with however many exclamation points I want. That's just a quick example, but you can really utilize these in order to expand on your outputs and get a lot better than the average responses from ChatGPT. Now, the way I like to use custom instructions is with my custom personas database. As you can see, I have a database of over 300 different custom personas for ChatGPT that are pre-filled. So I don't have to go in here and I don't have to type out this information whenever I need help with something, but rather whenever I'm dealing with a problem, I have a professional persona that ChatGPT can take on the role of and help me with that problem much better. Let's say I need help making content for my YouTube channel. I could click in the marketing category on the content strategist. And as you can see, these boxes are pre-filled in here. So I can hit copy to clipboard and then I can just paste it in here. So now ChatGPT is taking on that role of a content strategist with a ton of different key criteria for that content strategist. And then for how would you like ChatGPT to respond, I can go back and I can copy that section underneath the what would you like ChatGPT to know about you, and I can paste it in. So now ChatGPT is going to be responding like a professional content strategist as well. So I have 300 different personas in here, 10 different categories with 30 different in each. So whatever problem I run into on ChatGPT, when I paste in these custom instructions in the back end and hit save, the responses are much more geared towards helping me with my specific situation, and it's going to put you in the top 1% of ChatGPT outputs. I highly recommend getting these. I will leave a link in the description or the top pinned comment if you are interested. But there's many different ways to go about utilizing these custom instructions. ChatGPT feature number 2 is the plugins feature of ChatGPT. This one's often overlooked, especially with the new GPTs that have come in, but I still think they have their place because you can utilize them with things like custom instructions as well, so you can start to utilize these features together. But for now, let's just take a look at some of the good plugins that I like to use. You can access plugins by heading up to your model selector in the upper left-hand corner and selecting the plugins section. And here you will have a database full of different plugins. You can select this box right here and go to the plugin store. And here you'll be able to search plugins. So if you have a specific task that you're dealing with, like YouTube, you could type in something like YouTube. And then these are all related to different YouTube use cases for videos and summarizers and captions and so on. You can also go to the popular tab and view some of the popular plugins that people like to use, or just go to all and view the 129 pages worth of plugins to choose from. As you can see right now, I have the AI diagrams plugin activated. So now when I'm messaging ChatGPT, I can ask it to make diagrams about certain things, and it will actually import that diagram photo directly into ChatGPT and give me a link where I can edit the diagram. As you can see, I've told ChatGPT to create me a diagram explaining the photosynthesis process. When I send off that message, ChatGPT will utilize this AI diagrams plugin, just like shown, and it will create me a physical diagram that I can view and edit for the photosynthesis process. So this is great for learning, especially when you can visually represent something. As you can see, ChatGPT just generated this entire diagram, and now this is definitely giving me a good overhead view of photosynthesis. And I can even click this link down here to go to the actual page where that was generated. I can move things around, I can change the colors of them. And this is just a beautiful way of not only generating good content that you can save to your computer, but also of understanding certain processes and flows and diagrams, etc. That was just an example of one plugin, but as you saw, there are 129 pages of 8 plugins on each page. So plugins can be very powerful. I like them because they're quick. You don't have to create or use a GPT. And also you can utilize custom instructions with them if it's not your GPT that you created. You can utilize somebody else's GPT, but that's just their instructions. If you want custom instructions with a plugin, then it's like you have your own custom GPT for that action. The next ChatGPT feature that I wanted to go over is the web browsing feature. Now this allows you to access and gain relevant information with ChatGPT by using Bing for searching. Let me show you a quick example. So in order to actually access the web browsing feature, all you need to do is have GPT-4 activated, and it will automatically be within the model. So I can ask ChatGPT, find me 3 articles from January of 2024 on new artificial intelligence developments. So if you want to quickly get your news or find content that you can write about or have ChatGPT create content about already existing relevant information, then you can do so by telling it to search the web or things like finding 3 articles. Now, currently ChatGPT's knowledge only goes up to January of 2023, but when I'm telling it to find the articles, it's going to utilize web browsing and be able to access information from 2024. So I can send off this message and it will find me these 3 articles with Bing after it does its research. So then it gives me 3 interesting advancements for 2024. And not only that, but it gives me quotes where I can go and actually click on the article that it's referencing, and I can read deeper into what this article is saying here. So I like how it provides its source, and it's not just saying that it knows the information, but it's actually giving where it got the information from with this web browsing feature. And I really like what it did at the bottom here. It says to dig deeper, check out these search results, and you can click on here, and it gives you the automatic Bing search for artificial intelligence developments in January of 2024. So web browsing is an amazing feature. Always keep that in your mind when utilizing ChatGPT, that you have the ability to actually get content from online from ChatGPT. ChatGPT feature number 4 is the data analysis feature within ChatGPT. Now this one is very, very amazing because you kind of become your own data scientist when utilizing this feature. and it's very simple to use. All you need to do is have GPT-4 activated. Let me show you a quick example. Like I said, all you need to do is have GPT-4 activated, and then whenever you're ready to start analyzing some data, all you have to do is select this little link icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the prompt bar. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select that little link icon, and then you can upload many different files into ChatGPT. I'm just going to select the CSV file comparing Christmas tree sales from 2010 to 2016. Now, another great thing about the ChatGPT Mastery course that I shared with you that I offer in the beginning of this video is that I have things in here like resources where you can go and you can see, you know, what kind of files can I upload? You can head to the beginning module of the advanced data analysis feature and you can go see some of the files that you have ability to upload. You have text files, programming files, Office document files, PDFs, images, so there's many different files that you can upload. And that's another reason this feature is so powerful. You can have ChatGPT interpret your data, analyze your data, clean your data, and do so much more. So I told ChatGPT to generate me a radar chart to find outliers within this data. I'm going to send off that message, and now ChatGPT will do just that. First, it's going to examine the contents with the data analysis feature, and then it's going to generate me a radar chart. That way I can find outliers and find certain trends within this data. And then it gives me the data that it found, the year, type of tree, number of trees sold, average tree price, and total sales for each year. So now it's generating a radar chart for each year for Christmas tree sales to see if it can find any outliers. As you can see, it will encounter errors, but I love the data analysis feature because it works through them on its own. And it tells you what it's doing. It says error analyzing. It appears there was an error in referencing the column names from the data set, and then it's going to correct it and try creating the radar charts again. That's why I always recommend cleaning your data before trying to do any graphing or analyzing, because it's a lot easier to work with a cleaned data set when interpreting or making graphs for ChatGPT. So before you just jump in and say, generate me a chart, I always recommend cleaning your data first. But just like that, it generated 5 radar charts for us based on the data that I uploaded. And these always work best when you actually overlay them on top of one another. That way you can really start to see what year was actually the outlier for certain key points. So maybe 2013, number of trees sold would be a lot higher than something like 2010 when you lay it on top of one another. But if you zoom in, you can really start to see some interesting points, even when they're not laid on top of each other, like fluctuations in how many trees were sold. 2016 itself was just a huge outlier year. So what changed in 2016 to make everything skyrocket? As you can see, sales shot up for Christmas trees, and not only sales, but also the average tree price. So it seems like that would be opposite. So just like that, already you can draw conclusions within your data. This is an amazing feature, and I do have a full video on it. If you want to watch my full data analysis guide in ChatGPT, I will leave that in the upper right-hand corner, and you can feel free to watch that. The next ChatGPT feature that I want to go over is GPT Vision. Now this might be my favorite feature because it allows for an array of different things, not only online, but in person as well, especially if you use ChatGPT mobile on your phone on the go. This is an amazing feature for ChatGPT. You have the ability to not only take a picture, but upload it to ChatGPT and have ChatGPT read and analyze that image. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so you don't even need that crazy of a prompt. You can just upload an image and ask a question about that image, and ChatGPT will be able to see what you're seeing and give you a nice response, diagnosis, solution, or whatever you need help with. So just like the other features, all you need to do in order to have GPT Vision is just have GPT-4 activated in your model selector. And then just like the advanced data analysis feature, what you can do is you can hit this little link icon in the bottom left-hand corner of your prompt bar in order to upload an image. The first one I'm going to upload is a real-life use case. As you can see, I've uploaded this photo of a broken bike. Now this bike is very messed up. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to diagnose everything that's wrong with the bike in this image. And as you can see, ChatGPT will have a clear description of what needs replaced or what's wrong with this bike. And it's quite amazing. I can ask it, what is wrong with this bike? Give the items wrong in a numbered list. I can send it off and ChatGPT will be able to see the image and tell me everything that's wrong. So this would be a good example of diagnosing an issue with ChatGPT Vision. As you can see, it gives me a 7-part list. The front wheel is missing, rear wheel is missing, the seat is absent, pedals are disconnected, no reflectors visible on the front or back. So it's going really in depth here. The chain is slack, the handlebar tape is unwound and dangling on the right side. These descriptions are so clear that it can almost see more things than I can see. It's quite amazing. So this is one example of how you can utilize it. And then you can ask it something like, give me a step-by-step process in order to fix the bike. So it doesn't only have to diagnose issues, but it can also provide solutions, something I teach in my mastery course. And it will give you that nice step-by-step set of instructions in order to fix the bike. Feature number 6 for ChatGPT is Dalle 3. Now Dalle 3 within ChatGPT 4 allows you to generate images from a single prompt in ChatGPT. And this is very amazing. It does the whole AI art process, and it's very cool to see what AI has come to. And it's also very good for things like products and social media if you need a quick image for your business. I can say something like, create me an image of a golden retriever wearing red shoes and running on the beach, and I can send off that message. And ChatGPT will create that image, and we'll actually be able to download it and see the prompt that it used in that AI art generation software to get that result. And we can manipulate the prompt, we can download the image like I said, and just like that, we have a golden retriever running on the beach in red shoes, which is very, very cute. You can hit this little download button in the upper left-hand corner of that image. You can click into it. There's a little information icon above my head that you can click into in order to access the prompt that it used. So you can copy this prompt and use it in a different software, or you can just use it in Dalle 2 or Dalle 3. You can manipulate it in whatever way you want. And this is a very cool way to mess around and get images from artificial intelligence. And the example I did was quite goofy, but like I said, you can do this when creating social media posts. You can even add words within your images in ChatGPT. You can do this for cartoon books, you can do this for your ebook, you can do this for visuals, graphics. It's very powerful, and you can get images generated very quickly that are exactly how you want them. ChatGPT feature number 7 are the GPTs. Now, GPTs are custom versions of ChatGPT that you build and you train in the back end. And then you have a nice front-end dashboard that utilizes that GPT for that specific thing that you trained it on. Let me show you a quick example on that. Now you can access your GPTs by opening up your sidebar and then going down to your name and selecting My GPTs. Here you have all your custom versions of ChatGPT that you created, and you also have the ability to create a custom version of ChatGPT. Now again, in my mastery course, I go super in depth on this, but I also have a full video showing you how I create GPTs, and I give you a GPT that actually creates GPTs, so it's quite amazing. You can watch that in the upper right hand corner. But as you can see, these are different GPTs that do different things. So I can go to Anxiety Ally here, and then we have this nice dashboard for Anxiety Ally, and all I have to do is hit this custom activation command that I put in here in the back end. I'm feeling stressed, and I made it so that this version of ChatGPT helps walk me through and assess certain anxiety problems. I thought this would be a cool, unique use case that other people could use as well. So it gives me step-by-step list, and it's not doing this by accident. It's doing it because I set it up that way in the back end. I'm going to hit Edit GPT and open up my instructions. And as you can see, you can give 8,000 characters worth of instructions for certain processes or paradigms for your GPT to run through. And not only that, but you have actions that you can create in here that allow you to have API calls. So you can have it create you a Google Doc, you can have it send you an email, you can have it do all sorts of things. There's many different actions you can take with this GPT, and it does get a little bit more complicated, but as you can see, it makes your custom version of ChatGPT very, very powerful. And it's just a great way of tackling problems or speeding up repetitive tasks. I know I had a police officer within my community who built a full GPT just for police reports. And it helped to guide people through creating effective police reports. So people are utilizing these for real life things and real life use cases in order to speed up the process and get certain things done better, and also help train other people on how to do certain things. The last notable ChatGPT feature that I want to go over is regarding GPTs, and it's the ability to actually use multiple GPTs within a single chat thread. Let's say I'm in my Anxiety Ally GPT, and after it's done giving its initial response, I decide that I want to let's say, create some content. What I could do is I could select this input bar and I could type in @ and as soon as I type in @ I get to search my recent and pinned GPTs right up here. Or what I can do is I can type in any GPT that I've created in the past. Let's say I want my Content Genius GPT. I can @ my Content Genius GPT, and now I'm talking to it. So I can message that to help me find video ideas. And now that Content Genius GPT will be being used in my Anxiety Ally GPT, and now they're kind of working together as these agents. So as you can see, it's taken what I have from this thread and it's kind of helped me find video ideas based on that, which is very cool. So you can set up a multiple GPT workforce and start adding them and utilizing them in multiple different ways within a single chat thread, which is super powerful. Because each one of these have the ability to have an 8,000 character training limit, so each of these have many different custom instructions. That's all I have for this video on all ChatGPT features explained. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. And if you want to go further in depth and learn ChatGPT from A to Z and join a thriving community, then I highly recommend my ChatGPT Mastery course, which I will be leaving in the description or the top pinned comment. Now, with that being said, I have tons of free content here on YouTube that you can learn and enjoy as well. All right, I will see you in the next video.